Hello everybody and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Another train is coming into Sleepy Hollow, and look at that, there are 160 people waiting on this line here at the moment, so way too many people. We are also making profit with this passenger train system now, and yeah, it took us quite a lot of planning in the last episode to get this done. But there we got now a major train network, and I think I get a better feeling for it now, how this whole thing works, and I think I do have a nice concept in mind now, how we can more effectively then also construct future lines, of course, with all of them using then specific tracks only. Now this passenger train is on its way back to Ripon, so it's a good moment to actually start the next train right here in Ripon. Once again, with some passengers on board, we're going to purchase that. By now, I don't even have to think about purchasing a train anymore because look at the money. And in that case, this one here is just going now from Ripon to Sleepy Hollow then right away. So we have now two of these trains commuting on this same line here once again, and of course the demand is there, so it's incredible how many people are waiting for all of that. Here they're using the same tracks. This is because this is a terminal station. Both trains will now use this track here, something I don't like that much yet. Okay, so once this is not a terminal station anymore for this line, of course they can use then either track as they want. Now in Ripon, which is growing nicely, we still need public transportation, and this city is looking quite good for a tram system because it has got a lot of straight lines, straight roads here, so we can use that, we can make use of that, and I think it's time. Let's start with our first tram system in Ripon. As we know, Ripon is going to be a major hub, or a major city here at least, and we have the space around it too for this city, so it can grow nicely. Let's start with it. We need to think about our layout first. Let's have a look at the town. We can see that there is a nice round that we could use, so it's going around it most likely. We definitely need to consider the main station, so we might have around here, and it's then going through the whole town to the southern part. I think this is something we can use, right? Let's start with it. For the tram, there it is, tram track tool. And as we can see, we can just place it on top of the already existing road, making it a lot easier to build something here to get it done. And as we can see, there we got it, and I think there we go into the main station, and we're going to turn around here then right away, probably down here, and then like this, right? And then we use it. It's a very small, well, line for the beginning, but I think it's going to do. Oh, actually we could make it, we could also go up here if we want to, right? So we can cover more people at the same time, something that we should be doing. Right, and then it goes down, covering this area. I think this is better for now. When it grows, we can then have two lines or something like that. I don't want to have two lines for now because I don't think that this would be profitable. We do need a tram depot still. We're going to have the tram depot, let's see, a bit further outside most likely. Here. There we have it. It just needs now the connection. There it is. And then we still need the stops. There we have the bus tram stop. It's using the same thing. So it's starting down here, right? There we're going to have a station. And as we can see, there's already a street here, so there are going to be more buildings then soon anyway. So here's the beginning of the whole thing. And it then continues here, up to those guys here, stopping here in the center, and then going right to the main station that we have, stopping right in front of it, continuing then on its way. We could also make it turn around here. No, I don't like that. Going to make it like this for now, and we're going to change it then anyway. We could plaster the whole thing here with tram lines or with the tracks for now, and then we can just decide where it wants to go, like with the buses, for example. But in that case, that is fine. That is our first line. And let's create it. It's starting down here. And Victoria Street back again. And this is tram Ripon 1. And now we just need the tram. Let's have a look at them. I know they're going to look quite cute. We could have the horse-drawn streetcar. This is really something special here. So this is a tram that is being drawn by horses. I've never seen it before. The first streetcars were drawn by horses. Thanks to the rails, only one horse was needed to pull the wagon. Did you know, by the way, that you could yourself pull a whole real modern train wagon by yourself? It's that incredible. You can train a whole that weighs 20 tons. You could pull it yourself on a track, or you can push it yourself on a track that is even. That is amazing. That is absolutely true. I've seen something like that. I know it works. This is how traction works on the tracks, you know. So this is why it's so much better than using it on the street, for example, with tires. But the tracks, they're way more better, traction efficient, and thus you yourself could pull or push a whole train wagon yourself. If you have the opportunity, try it. Now here we have the most modern one, 1901 I think. Yep, that's the one, CE22, a 2-axle streetcar from the hometown of the game, Schaffhausen in Switzerland. It's a Swiss cart. Swiss tram can have 21 people on board, and let's just have 2 on that for the tram and Ripon. They're going to even out themselves, I hope so. And there they're coming. Absolutely beautiful small trams that we have coming onto the city now. Isn't that beautiful? I absolutely love that. And they're now delivering the passengers to the main station and from the main station. This is interesting. It's working. And now all we need is a passenger train. And then we can already see how it's working. Where's the next passenger train coming? There it is. No, it's construction materials, unfortunately. Where is a passenger train? Oh, it's still far away, is it? No idea. Doesn't matter for now. What matters is that the first people are already waiting on the tram station, at the tram stations. As we can see, so this one here will now carry the first people, 5 passengers already on board. And thus this is working now too. Ripon is going up. The percentage for the public transport is also going up, so we're going to reach more than 100% efficiency here soon. It also gets now the construction materials coming in. So all we really need now is a train. Where are the trains? We got the first train here. It's waiting for free path. Oh no, we do have a problem. We do have a problem. Where's the other one? There's the other one. This is oil though. Is it standing? No, it's not standing. Where is the other passenger train? There it is. It's that far away. Why are they so close together anyway? And why is this one waiting for free path? Let's just check that. We don't have a signal here. We do need more signals. Path signal from the station goes then to this one, so that it knows that it can enter the station or it cannot. There we have the other path signals then, right? They're already showing the right direction. This should work. So this one should be moving now again. It is. Very good. Because it doesn't, you know, it thinks that this one is occupied even though it's not. There's no train on this one right now. There is the train coming now. So it will stop then right in front of it, which makes more sense. Righto. Now it's waiting. This one leaves. Or not. Also waiting for free path. There is another train coming. Now it's moving again. Very good. There was a problem ahead. And this makes me think we have waypoints here, but no signals, right? So if someone is occupying the track up here, he's waiting for the free path. That is something we have to desperately change soon. And let's do it now. Let's have the path here in both directions. So they always drive up to these waypoints then, to these paths there for these signals. Very important. The same thing with here. Here he knows if he can enter, and here he knows then if he can leave. That's fine for this one anyway. Alright, so this is now on the way again. My passengers are still waiting for the free path, because there is the train. They're too close together. Right, only now it realizes it's beyond that signal and it continues, but it will only continue until this signal here, and then it will stop again. So this is something that we still need to do. We need to have more of these signals. Let's have one at these waypoints here as well. and then we're going to have 2 more here. Alright, so they always need these checkpoints here before they can continue, and now we can see there's more fluidity here because this one continues on these tracks then. And up to this point, I'm pretty sure, even though this reaches it now it stops, it reaches it, goes beyond it, and now he will continue. Yeah, that's how it's working on these tracks. Now, I still wanted to wait for the first passenger train to come in here. And after a bit of time, finally, there is the first passenger train coming again after quite some time. And this is pretty cool what happens now. All these people will flood to the tram station. But let's just watch it. They're coming out. As we can see, they appear here and go right to the tram stations. Another tram is coming, which is already full. Well, actually not all of them. Some of them are flooding the tram station. It's a small town, so you don't necessarily need it. And as we can see, all these people then go right to the station and move to the train, so it makes it also easier for the train to fill up. So now this train here is full as well. It wasn't before, not in Ripon. And there we have now the tram, and the tram's actually quite full. Look at that, there are 37 people waiting, but only here in the center. This is the center because here we have the highest buildings. So it's going to be a more center than in the future as well. And let's have a look here, 130% growth right now in Ripon. This town is going some places. Now, with all of those things, what we didn't do yet is have a look at our construction production. Of course, we do have a construction material plant here, and as you can see, we have now 2 trains delivering the materials then to some places. The problem here is we don't have enough stone, so this train here cannot deliver enough stone. It is quite full, as we can see. Having a second train on this route makes perfect sense, but what I also want to do is having my first ship route finally, my first ship line finally. So in that case, let's go for it. Cargo harbor, there we have it. We just need now to have it to a street connection. As we can see, yeah, it is connected. We can see that because it's white outlined. And in that case, having it here, we're going to have the highway here then later as well, so we need to be careful. This is still giving us a nice connection here, right? There we have the first cargo harbor, and it needs to have this stone quarry here as well. This stone quarry here has the consumers. Let's just have a look. What is that here? That is the Chesham construction, and there it is, right? So it is a consumer of it, so we can use that for our ship line. And there we have it. It only needs, what I can see now, is a road connection from up here. It doesn't even have a road connection with anyone right now. Let's continue then down here. Right, and this should work. There it is, very good. It actually has a connection with the copper mine there as well, so we might use this as a hub then later once we want to use then the iron mine here. Not copper, it looks like copper, but it's iron. And it has the connection here, very good. So, do we need something else? A shipyard we need, right, where the ships are being crafted or constructed. Let's have a look. That we have it like so, very good. There's the shipyard, and I think that's it. All we need now is a line from Hornsea Port to Ripon Port. Or Ripon? Is it Ripon or Ripon? I think it's Ripon. It's Ripon with 2 P and Ripon with 1. I think so. There we have another line. This is going to be way easier than trains. Trains are the most complex lines you can create here. And this is ship stone 1. Even though I don't think we're going to have more than 1 stone. Still, this is it, and now we need to purchase us a ship. Let's have a look at the ships. We got quite a lot of them. We got Riggy, which is 1850. That would be interesting just to have a look at it. And we got the most modern one, the Vandal. And as we can see, the Vandal, for example, can take twice as much as the first ship and is even faster than it. So that's pretty cool. But this can only deliver oil. We need something for all. And unfortunately for all, these are a bit older than all, right? Schaffhausen. The Schaffhausen, a flush deck side wheeler, was the last paddle steamboat operated by Schweizer Dampfboot AG. It can have 130 stone, is quite fast. Let's take this one. Costs only 1.4 million. It's cheaper than a train. Right, there it's coming out. Our first ship. Beautiful. Our first cargo ship. Where is it? Passengers? I hope it's not passengers. It's in the Hornsea Port now. There's no stone piling up so far. I hope it's coming. I hope it's not a passenger-only ship then. Did I make a mistake here? Cargo types all. So it should be all. This, for example, is only passengers, right? The Frontenac, which is New York. The Klondike, which is... doesn't state that. Huh. I hope this is doing something else than stone as well, because there's no stone piling up at the moment. Ah, now it is. Very good. Now the first stone is coming to the harbor here, as we can see. And thus we have a ship, and let's just have a look at it. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm actually getting a bit seasick right now. Beautiful. What a game. Really beautiful. And in that case, just imagine then 100 years from now, planes in the sky and a beautiful skybox. High-speed trains on either side of the river. So many opportunities. It's taking quite some time, this ship, right? We're going to have another ship on this route here as well, since there's so much stone. So I'm going to purchase another one, the same one. Schaffhausen, there it is. And we're just going to wait now for this one to reach the other side, and then I'm going to put it on this route as well. And the second ship is coming out just as the other one reaches the port of Ripon. So in that case, lots of stone is waiting, but not enough. So those ships can carry 130 tons of goods each haul. So that is pretty powerful, and I hope there's more stone then coming up. This is the first one. Of course, we will need to reinforce the trains as well, but so far... There's the stone. Very good. It has the stone on board now. We can actually see it. And then it goes off. Oh, quite quickly so too. On high speed. Very good. The first haul, I hope they make some profit. Who knows? And in that case, we have now... Yeah, I think here we need another train for sure. And for that I will need another track though. Or I want to. In that case, we have here our high speed. So this is totally unaffected by the high speed. So of course we already learned how to use the waypoints. In that case, I'm not going to do that. I think we're just going to have a second line here for convenience sake. Let's just place them, the tracks. Of course, we could also have something like I did previously, where we had, you know, a little crossroad in the middle where they can wait for one another and use the same track. But we're not that poor anymore. We don't need to save on the tracks. Right up here, as we can see. Actually, let's use one line for it with the waypoint system. Right, so we can use this stone that is already installed here. Here we're just going to merge it then with the whole thing, and here we have then this. So actually there's not much more needed down here. They're merging. They're not at the moment. So here they're just coming together again. Because as we know, it's using platform number 1. Right, so it's coming in on this track there. And then we need the waypoints in the middle somewhere. I have it in the middle for convenience sake, you know, so I always know where it is. We could also have it at the beginning of a station, for example, and it still would know then where to go. But let's just have it here. And let's also use the signals once again. So of course we need signals here, inbound, and one outbound, though that's the station anyway. And the same thing applies then here. So we have then 2 signals here, inbound, and outbound is the station once again. So now I just need to go with the train stone. There we have it, train stone, and we're just going to remodel that a bit. So it is starting in, is that Hornsby? That is Ripon Holt. I don't see a Ripon Holt here. Oh, that's the ship, I'm sorry. We're on the wrong one here, train stone. There it is, Ripon Holt, which is up here, and Ripon, right? So Ripon, let's get rid of that for now. And Ripon Holt, he starts, he's using then this waypoint, going down to Ripon, and on his way back he's using the other waypoint. So the whole thing is clean and easy, right? And that's actually it. Not much changed. The driver, the locomotive captain, he just got a new plan that he needs to use. We still have all the stone available, so all we need now is another train. And for that we have the depot here already. Let's purchase us a new train. once again with the gondola. Make it full, because we're going to need it. And we're going to use it then on train stone. 1. That is. And off it goes. How's Ripon looking? 150% growth now. Still growing. Public transportation, thanks to that. There's a train in very poor conditions, so I think we need to replace it, right? Or do we need to do something else with it? Configure maintenance. Let's have a high maintenance of it. This should probably improve the condition then of it. Who knows? We'll see about that later. I really would love to get a new power horse locomotive. We haven't received one in quite some time now. It's a bit annoying. I want a new locomotive. It's 1916. For 16 years we haven't received a new horsepower. There must be more development than this, right? Look at how much stone there is. I think it's piling up even more now that we have another locomotive on board. All the stone. And I just want to see that this whole thing is working. Plus, it's a beautiful location. I mean, this locomotive driver must be really happy here. No big city around, no stress or something like that. And here we can see both of them are using the different tracks, just as it's supposed to be. Absolutely lovely. Now we have 2 locomotives here. How are the ship's looking? Carrying more stone than before. And we're actually making some profit. I think there's quite a lot of profit to be had with one haul. This is only half full now. Let's just see how much profit we make out of a half full ship. And this one gets now way more stone in, of course. Right, so it will never stop with the production, so this should now finally go up. And shipment though, we still need one more consumer before this also goes up. $700,000. It was half full, so it's 1.4 million when it is full then. Let's hope that this happens at some point. Yes, this is almost full now. So there's lots of stone coming in now. Of course, there's even more stone once it knows, there's more consumers, so he needs to produce more. We got now those 2 cities. The cool thing is we got Hornsey and we got Yarmouth. So this is a good opportunity as well to finally lay out our high-speed tracks here that can be used then for the construction and for the passenger trains. This is going to be interesting for sure, but it's worth it. I know it. Stay tuned.